Hey Adam, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Back again, another week.
Yeah, another week, episode 8.
Yeah, bloody flying along.
Yeah, doing this for ages now.
Yeah,
Almost professionals.
almost.
Hmm.
Mostly not, but
Yeah, well, all not.
yeah.
I was saying last episode that I had a story about, we were talking about weird relationships,
Yeah,
and I think I mentioned something about I knew a weird one, but I can't remember if I told the story or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah.
You did mention something about a cousin's cousin, but
Yeah. Well, I think we were talking about like the whole age.
the age difference.
Age difference?
Yeah.
Yes, a cousin of a cousin of a cousin of mine. He was going out with this lady whose son was older than him.
Wait, what?
So he was going out with a woman
Yeah,
who's had kids
Yeah,
in a previous relationship.
and her
And
son
her eldest son
was older
was
than him.
older than him.
Yeah, no, that's a hard no. Fuck that.
Like, just imagine that. Like,
that kid
Hi,
was
Mum.
inside her before you were even
before
born.
you were born, yeah. Isn't that
No.
weird?
That's real fucking
That's
weird.
real
Like that's
weird.
that's just a hard fuck right off. Just I think that really exacerbates mummy issues.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's like you might know him. There's a lady that we know who's maybe mid to late 50s, and she's going out with a guy who's, I don't know, 35-ish. So
I guess,
there's a pretty big age
a big enough age gap.
gap.
I guess the older you get, the less an age gap really matters.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
particularly if it comes to bringing kids into the world. Like if you are that old and you're not bringing kids into the world,
yeah.
go for it. Do what you want.
Well, do what you want. Well, I kind of figure do what you
Well,
want anyway. But
yeah.
it's like the whole age gap. It's a bit weird, but I think the weird thing is that like they broke up, and then he tried going out with people his age,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work out. And then he had to go crawling back to her, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
She's had kids crawling back to her before.
well, I don't think
Like-
she's got kids.
Right. Sorry,
I think he's got. No, yeah, sorry, not talking
no.
about the other one.
We're back to
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
just think
that's-
he's got major mummy issues.
You'd have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
like going out with someone who's as old as your mum.
Yeah, that's weird. Like
Yeah, when you think about it like that.
our parents are close to retiring. Right. I don't want to go out with someone who's just about to start sitting around the house knitting socks all day.
Yeah.
Now, I've dated people my age
Mm.
who sit around the house knitting scarves and blankets and whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Jesus,
dating one
sorry.
now.
But like, we're the same age.
Yeah.
That's a hobby.
Yeah.
That's not a.
It's not
I'm
a
bored
It's
because
not a
I'm
lifestyle.
not work. Yeah.
It's not. I've got not. I can't. I just
I
physically
literally
can't
have
do
nothing
anything
else
else.
to do with my day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knit. Yeah, I can't get up off of the couch because I'm 1,000.
Yeah.
I can barely see the stitches that I'm doing with my knitting,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna do it anyway.
My hands are so callous that I physically can't poke myself anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so arthritic that I have to wear special gloves to hold the knitting sticks. Like knitting sticks, what?
Yeah,
They're
knitting
needles,
sticks.
but
Yeah.
I knew that.
Fat needles with a pH.
Oh yeah, real fat.
Real fat. Speaking about fat, we went camping on the weekend.
I don't quite understand the segue, but yes, we did. Yeah, weekend just gone. We went and spent a weekend out in the bush by the campfire.
Not just us, that'd be weird.
I wouldn't.
Well,
A couple of mates going camping, that's pretty normal, but
oh yeah, but
the holding hands and
yeah.
Snuggling would
If
have
we
been
were-
a bit
yeah,
weird if
if-
there weren't other people
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
much more comfortable doing that with other people.
Yeah. 6 people
yeah.
just sitting around
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But-
like friends and family and all that.
Yeah,
it's good.
no, it was bloody good. It was much needed.
I always feel so retarded when I go camping because it's like, for some reason, it might be the beer, but for some reason it's like the simplest things like starting a fire.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always cock it up.
I think we just put so much pressure on ourselves to do it right.
Yeah.
And we spent years in scouts where we were taught to do it. We had to do it as part of all of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, at least I do it. I put an expectation on myself to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I can do this. I've done this for years.
Yeah. And then when you don't
As
do
soon
it,
as you put pressure on yourself,
yeah.
like anything, you can't perform.
Yeah.
Like, no, I get that. And the beer probably doesn't help.
Yeah.
But there's just something about sitting by a campfire
Hmm.
with a plate of lukewarm food because it's 2 degrees outside,
Yep.
a cold beer in your hand that doesn't even need to be in the esky. Again, it's cold enough.
Yep.
And just sitting back, listening to the sounds of nature.
Hmm.
I mean, possums in camp, bandicoots in camp.
Yep. Running around.
Digging the
I'm
fucking
surprised
place
we
up.
didn't hear anyone with a guitar or something.
There was one just, I don't know, 100 metres away from us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him.
I just went for a walk through the camp one
Right.
day, and he's just sitting there.
You know,
Wasn't playing it when I walked past, just sitting there,
just sitting
holding
there,
it on his
holding
lap.
it. Yeah.
Probably covering a boner, but
Hmm.
who knows? There was a lot of kids around him. I
He-
should have been worried.
He definitely had a boner. When we were there last time, the time you went with us, there was
Yeah.
a guy with a harmonica.
Yeah. I quite like the harmonica. It can sound really cool.
Not when this guy's playing it.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful.
There aren't many people who can play it well.
No.
And I count myself among the people who can't play it at all, so it would sound like grabbing a cat by the head and tail and pulling.
Yeah.
You know, it's... But if you're not good, just don't do
Yeah.
it in public.
Maybe do a bit of practice. Like, don't practice at camp.
Yeah, where there is, like 50 other groups around
Yeah, waiting to kill you.
you? Yeah. And
Wanting
don't do
to
it
kill you.
late at night,
Yeah.
you know. No, it was a great time. Had a few drinks, had a lot of fun, largely at my expense.
Oh, yeah, that shirt.
Yeah. So we came up with a nickname for me, and it was sort of fitting, and then we just sort of ran with it, and it was a good running joke all weekend, and I don't think it'll end at the end of that weekend. It's going to stick with me for a while.
Hmm.
But the shirt I had, it's an outdoor shirt. It's part of my hiking equipment. So nice and durable, long sleeves, so it's sun protected. And part of the sun protection, so all of those sort of button-down shirts have a collar. Well, this one, no different. It has a collar. But it's got a little hidden feature, which it's hilarious, functional, and I've never seen it anywhere else. The collar has its own collar. So,
A two-collar Tom.
yeah, 2-collar Tom is what I went by the entire weekend until I put my big jacket on. Then I became 3-collar Tom.
It doesn't
But-
sound as good.
No. And it requires an accessory. This is just one
Yeah.
shirt, 2 collars.
Two collars.
The running joke was just whenever you need to step up seriousness, the second collar
yeah.
comes up.
It's like you went Super Saiyan.
It's the Super Saiyan of shirts. Oh, just the shit that I got for wearing that. Like,
It was pretty funny.
oh,
And dumb.
yeah, that's the big thing. It was very dumb. And I was putting as much of the dumb shit on myself as anyone else was. But I don't think I'll ever be able to wear that shirt now and not think about 2-collar Tom.
No.
But yeah, we were just talking like, you walk up to some, kids who are just being dickheads, and, you want to, show them that you mean business, so you pull your collar up and you're like, oh, don't you mess with me, and then, oh, we can do that too. And you go, but can you do this? And it looks like a joke collar. It comes halfway up my fucking skull.
It looks like fucking like Dracula's cape or some shit.
I just got a vision of Neil from the end of the first season of In-Betweeners.
Yeah,
Yep.
shit. So
Just minus the unitard.
yeah.
Yeah. It was... I mean, actually, that leads into a good point. Simple nicknames are often the best, right? Two Collar Tom. There's nothing creative about it at all.
Yeah, but it does help that your name
My name is Tom, and I had a shirt with two collars.
But the two T's is what makes it.
Well,
You wouldn't say
alliteration.
two
for
collar
sure.
Adam. That just doesn't sound right.
Yeah. But then you share a surname with a character from a TV show we like. That surname is used as a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
It's super simple, but it works.
Yeah.
I did, at one point in my life, talking to some friends, I went out and was thinking, okay, I'm going to come up with nicknames for people. And, trying to get a bit creative, so it was something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And one of the girls shared a name, or her name was similar to that of a recent hurricane. So I thought, okay, well, hurricane. Hurricanes are windy, so I'm going to call her Windy.
Yeah.
And just discussing it with her, and she's like, how the hell do you get to Windy? And I explained it, and she's like, that's so weird.
I think when
And
you
it
have to,
was,
yeah, but when you
but-
have to explain a nickname,
That's sort of my point. That idea did not work.
yeah.
I think nicknames should just come naturally and easily.
Mm.
Like my nickname that I got when I moved to Brisbane was Maverick. To the point where all of the customers who came into the store I worked at were starting to call me Maverick by the end of it.
No.
But my name's Tom. The day I started, they were discussing Top Gear with Tom Cruise.
Top Gear or Top Gun?
Top Gun. Sorry, my brain is fried.
Tom Cruise was on Top Gear.
Well, he was on that too. And he actually did pretty bloody well.
He did. He was on the top of the board.
He was.
Tom Cruise was on the top of the board, and Tom's called Maverick because
But yeah,
he was on Tom Gear.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Tom Gear.
Tom Gear.
That's going to be my car show. But yeah. And Maverick stuck for years. It was great. Like, simple. I don't suspect I'll live down Two Collar Tom in a hurry. Again,
no,
it's simple, doesn't have to be creative, and it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, but you had to be there. It was fucking hilarious.
It's largely one of those in-jokes, and it will be for quite some time now.
Maybe we should make a merch shirt, like a T-shirt with two collars.
Just not even a button-down or polo.
No, just like this.
Yeah, T-shirt, and then
with two collars.
We're going to do the super budget because that's what we do. We're just going to get collars and staple them onto this T-shirt. Like, that's actually a genius idea.
Thank you.
I think if we remember at the end of the episode, we need to put that on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
The two-collar T-shirt.
Two collar tees.
Oh, genius. It's that alliteration again.
Mm.
But yeah.
We had a guy at school whose name was Dwayne.
Yeah.
And we used to call him Dwayne Pipe. Now that's a good nickname.
Absolutely.
Because it's fucking dumb.
It's dumb. It's simple.
I never had a nickname. Oh, I had a nickname like my last name.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like, we had a Spud. We had Dwayne Pipe.
Oh, Spud lived up to his nickname too.
No,
he was a bit of a dud.
Oh, God.
We've actually discussed him before.
Yeah, he was that one who had like that 16-car pile-up or
Drove the wrong way round a roundabout.
and crashed into someone.
Yeah. Genius. Absolute genius.
Flog.
The only nickname I got at school, you know those people who ask you to call them by an animal name?
No,
you may not
I'm
have
sure
had that.
they exist. Yeah.
You may not have had that at your school, but
no,
those.
Pretty sure you would have got beaten up if
yeah, that's
that
true.
Was at
Yeah,
my school.
There was that group who identified as an animal or their spirit animal, and they wanted to be called by that.
Even back when you were at school.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. and it was all like wolf and eagle and
Man, like,
pony, whatever. But they tried to give me one of them, and they were the only ones. There was probably only half a dozen of them that ever called me that.
what was it?
I don't remember.
Oh,
That's too long ago.
porpoise, you fat cunt.
Probably. I don't know. I wasn't fat then. I put on all my weight since school,
Oh,
so it was probably fucking beanpole. But again, that's not a bad nickname.
well, it is.
I've had worse. But yeah, some of the other kids started calling me Tomcat. Like,
See, that's
not a bad
that's not
nickname.
bad, because Tomcat's a cartoon.
Yeah, and an actual animal, and me, and I'm cool, so fuck everyone else.
You tell yourself that every night, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's the only way I can get to
Yeah.
sleep.
You look in the mirror,
Ye-
tell yourself,
You're cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You point in the mirror.
Oh,
say,
yeah.
You're cool. You close your little makeup mirror, and then you pull yourself, and then you fall asleep
While I'm crying.
while you're crying.
Yeah. One of the other nicknames I had that I hadn't thought about for a long time was when I was plumbing.
Yeah.
For anyone listening, I am incredibly white. I mean, whiter than wall paint white.
Yeah.
And what do you wear when you're plumbing? Short shorts.
Yeah.
So my nickname was Chicken Legs.
Well,
Again,
yeah.
simple, dumb, observational.
Yeah.
My legs looked like drumsticks.
Is it because they're all scaly?
No, it's because they were sort of goosebumpy. And translucent, a bit like chicken skin. Like it's... I looked ill.
Yeah.
I did weigh
You,
about
you should have seen a
like
doctor about that.
25 kilos less than I do now.
Yeah.
There was nothing to me. Not saying that I'm not a good weight. I'm fat now.
Didn't you
But-
get sunburnt balls or something? doing
I
that?
have had sunburnt testiculars and sunburnt like eyelids under my eyebrow
Oh, yeah.
from standing on a roof. The reflection going straight up your shorts, up your boxes.
Mm.
Not the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had, but boy, you don't want it. It's almost like sunburn on the tops of your feet.
Yeah, it's like
that-
somewhere that never gets sunburnt.
Yeah.
And then when...
Super sensitive.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it happens, everything is touching it and you feel everything touching it.
Yeah. I think we've discussed
Well-
that before when you hurt yourself and you seem to bash it on everything.
I mean, yeah, it was like that when I got my nips pierced and
Yeah.
ears pierced, nose pierced.
Yeah.
Everything touches it and you notice everything.
Yeah.
The worst, like, it's basically sunburn I had, was welder's flash. Also came as part of
yeah.
plumbing, but
Yeah.
that was me being an idiot and not having my...
Just looking straight at
Oh,
the weld.
yeah, just... Oh, that's really
Yeah.
bright.
Welder's master for pussies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
God.
see.
Yeah, I
And
can't.
now I'm not going to sleep
Yeah.
for the next 2 nights, because...
These cataracts are coming quick.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I can't. My face is a blister.
That'd probably make it look better, to be fair.
Like, looking like the Elephant Man.
Yeah. Better than the dropped pie that it is. Isn't that a great saying?
Face like a
sma-
drop pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face like a half-sucked mango. Like,
Yeah. That's pretty good.
as Australians, we come up with some genius things.
Mm.
Come up with some incredibly dumb things as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like some of the people we know.
Yep.
Just, it hurts my head how stupid people around us are.
Well, I wouldn't say that we're like top intellectuals or anything, but
God, no.
I think it's the common sense side of it.
I think we happily just sort of coast by in the middle.
Yeah.
We're not smart, so we don't stand out. We're not complete morons, so we don't stand out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not Mensa students by any stretch of the imagination. But
What do you call me? Menstrual.
yes,
Menstrual student.
yes,
Not a woman.
yes. We are not women, which makes us better.
I'm a student of the menstrual.
Student of the minstrel could
Yeah,
be a thing,
Menstrual, yeah.
but sounds more exciting than menstrual.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, no, it doesn't. You know what a minstrel is, right?
Like a They play the bloody lute or something.
Yeah, like the lute, the bloody trumpets. All I can think of for minstrels is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, Monty Python.
Yeah. And so Robin and his minstrels.
Mm. Yeah. Bloody, I was watching this thing the other day. Apparently, I know we've talked about this before, but like remakes
Of movies.
movies, like
Yeah.
you know how they're doing all like the Disney remakes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, that Peter Pan remake coming out on Disney Plus the other day.
Yeah,
and
right.
It's just been absolutely fucking hammered.
Oh, everything I've heard is it's awful.
Yeah, but
Um,
but that's not what I was about to say or
Yeah.
about to talk about. I've seen the pictures for, and if you want to look them up on that
I'm-
computer there or on your
all
phone,
right. Yep. Yep.
of now they're all pretty bad because they're all like realistic. Type in flounder. What flounder's going to look like?
Oh, I know exactly what a flounder as an actual fish looks like, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, now flounder
Little
in the
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid was,
flounder.
you know that what color? Yeah, it's that top left one.
What?
He looks like he's got Down syndrome.
If ever a fish could look downy,
Yeah.
this fish looks downy. But the stupidest thing is,
Yeah,
neither of these,
a flounders.
flounders,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah,
It-
aren't flounders the ones that have two
They-
eyes on the one
yeah,
side of the head?
and they lie on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I know.
And look
yeah.
like stupid doormats. Like,
yeah,
taste delicious. I love flounder, but
it's 'cause
neither of those are a flounder.
But I mean, really, look at it.
Look at the expression on that face. Like, you
it's-
compare it to the cartoon one next to it, the big cheeks and nose, and
Yeah, but
it still looks like a fish,
the
but
yeah, see, the cartoon can be really expressive, like you
Yeah.
can see in every one of those pictures of it.
yeah,
But then you look at like Down syndrome fish over here, like
yeah. I mean, we were talking about this not long ago, and Jesus, I still haven't seen the Lion King remake.
don't.
I'm not going to, because the Lion King is my all-time favorite movie, and I will not sully it with a remake.
An inferior remake.
Yeah, a vastly inferior remake from what I've heard.
Well, it
But-
like it looks great. Like,
Oh, visually,
it looks cool. But
Sure, I'm sure the Little Mermaid will, other than
yeah,
Downy
exactly.
Fish
Other
here.
than-
But
yeah, downfish. Yeah,
real life animals
can't express.
aren't expressive. Yeah, yeah,
Especially a cat.
yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure
Or a
we've actually had
warthog,
this
like-
yeah.
We've had
Or
this
any
discussion in
animal.
person. I don't know that we've brought it up on here yet, but
Oh, I think we.
how
might
do
have.
you
I can't remember. Yeah.
how do you portray some of the emotions they're portraying?
Well, you.
Because they require the facial expressions
Yeah.
from the cartoon.
Yeah, you just can't.
But yeah, it just means you're having to leave
Especially
so
if-
much out.
Especially a fish. A fish can't do like. See the third one down right on the left. That flounder. That
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
A fish can't
Well,
do that.
fish don't have eyebrows.
A fish can't smile. A fish can just. A fish can look at you and open and close its mouth.
Yeah.
That is as much expression as it's got.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, so either you're going for photorealism
Yeah.
in this new remake,
Yeah.
or you're going emotability.
Yeah. Which was the cartoon.
And if you go both, like if you try to get a bit of emotability in it,
Wouldn't that look fucked?
it will. I mean, it already does.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if they're going the Lion King way, because like in the remake of the Lion King, like yeah.
yeah, see, Sebastian looks good, but because
he-
he's an actual crab.
Yeah,
And
I know, but I
he
mean,
doesn't look that dissimilar to cartoon crab.
Well, he's the same color at least,
Yeah.
and but I don't know, like because you couldn't. I don't know. I got to get off the subject. It makes me so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine Under the Sea, like that mad song from the original,
Yeah, yeah.
where everyone's going off. Imagine that with real fish and real crabs and
Yeah.
real like. What are they going to do? Like, just fucking flap about and
As much as I hate to say it, like,
catch Down syndrome from that other one? Like,
it's the sort of thing where you're just going to have to wait and see.
I'm
But
will
I'm not
be
going
watching
to.
this.
I will be waiting a very long time.
Yeah, I'll just be watching the same with Aladdin. I never watched it, but I just watched that song, that "Never Got a Friend Like Me."
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched,
yeah.
I watched the Will Smith version of that. And
Yeah.
it's like it was all right, but it doesn't compare to the original.
Yeah,
It was
and
so much better.
of all of the characters in Aladdin, I mean, they luckily did this with The Lion King and were able to. You have that one iconic voice
Yeah,
in every one of these movies.
yeah,
In The Lion King, it was James L. Jones as Mufasa.
yeah.
Well, they managed to
They-
bring
yeah,
him
they
back.
brought him back. But realistically, they
in
didn't
Aladdin-
need to because the Lion King remake is almost a word for word
Oh,
of the original. Like,
yeah, so they could have just reused the
it's
script.
yeah, exactly. It's almost the exact same script.
But then that's not. They're trying to justify it for a new age.
Yeah,
so they need a new cast for the younger
yeah,
audience.
I get that,
But-
just
In Aladdin, who is that one iconic voice?
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to go and just change it completely, I don't know.
It-
I understand completely changing the cast as well, because I can't imagine there will be any of the original cast in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Well, there might be like a cameo or two, but
Yeah.
they're not going to be
They're not
a
going to
main.
be playing their roles.
No.
So I can understand. I guess they did the same with Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But you go, at least Beauty and the Beast was people or furniture,
Yeah.
like inanimate objects that were animated.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Nothing in that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, other than
But-
the people.
I don't know, iconic roles like that, if you're going to redo it, I think you should go the Lion King route and do the actor who did it. Like James L. Jones,
Yeah.
you know. But
Although I don't
you
think
can't
you
really have Robin Williams.
could. Yeah, because he's dead.
Yeah.
But
You probably could now with AI. But
yeah, actually, well, you could, but I don't know how licensing or like the use of his voice might be.
in a commercial production like
Yeah,
that,
if you're it might be a copyright thing. Like if you're making money out of his voice,
But do the royalties would still go to his family
assuming
for his
they
current
assuming
roles.
they gave permission to use his voice.
That's probably the big thing. They'd have to give permission, and it'd have to be credited as an AI reproduction of Robin Williams. Like,
yeah.
I can see that will probably happen in the future.
But then if you're gonna do that, you might as well just replay the old footage.
Yeah,
And just add
Or-
in new visuals, obviously.
fresh idea. Don't
Don't-
fuck
yeah.
with it. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
remake a movie because you
It ain't broke.
run out
don't
of
fix it.
creativity.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's probably the big issue at the moment.
Mm.
They just can't write a new story. They've done
Yeah.
it all. I mean, they haven't. Everyone's coming up with new ideas all the time.
Well, look at us.
But- Yeah. I mean, we
They're-
do
they're
bring
not-
up a lot of things.
They're not good
reg-
ideas.
No, but doesn't have to be
but
good
they
ideas.
are.
How many terrible movies have been made in the
Oh,
past
God.
that become cult classics?
Yeah, well, exactly.
That's what we're aiming for. We're going to
Hmm.
be a cult classic podcast.
Not a cult leader like Ezra Miller.
Could be. We could start our own cult.
The Grundle Bundle cult.
We've created our own uniforms already.
No,
The two-collar tees.
two
like,
collar tees.
yeah.
Yep.
See, we're working towards it.
We'll stay away from the armbands
And the hoods.
and the hoods. What else aren't we supposed to talk about? Stealing.
Jippos,
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
drug dealers, or just meth heads. Oh, Church of Meth Man. That's our cult.
Oh, yeah. Meth Man's...
We
he's-
worship meth.
Yeah, we...
And by meth, we mean MEF. But there you go. We've got a cult.
Hmm.
Maybe we can become the new Disney cult. And we'll just remake Disney movies, but do
Mm.
better. Like, surely...
And by doing better, we just give them the old version.
Yeah, we just hand them even a VHS.
Yeah, VHS of the old version.
Yep. And say, I got a new movie idea for you.
Hmm.
Play this again and people will pay for it.
They could literally just put the old movie in the cinemas
They've done that before. They did that,
and it would make money.
what is it, the 30th anniversary of The Lion King this year.
Yeah.
So I think it's this year, maybe next year. And it might have been the 20th anniversary. They were playing it in cinemas again.
They played the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Because apparently the third
one
the third
came out
one came out in
2003.
So they
Because I
played.
went and saw it.
Yeah, so did
Like-
I. I went and saw it with Matt.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah, they played the. Well, I was listening to this podcast thing the other day, and apparently they played all three extended editions in the cinema.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they didn't have to remake it, and yet people still went.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
It would have made money on a movie that they didn't have to do anything on.
I'm pretty sure they did a movie marathon of it here in town.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I know they used. I didn't think they did movie marathons anymore.
I don't know that they do often.
Yeah,
It's
remember they
typically
used to
like
do 'em
public.
all yeah,
They were only public holiday long weekends. They do them.
it was like school holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember.
But
they
it
used to do
probably
'em all the
depends.
time.
It depends what movies are coming out, and
Yeah,
you've got to have enough good movies. And the challenge now of having streaming services so available at home,
yeah, yeah,
it has to be something that really stands out.
yeah.
You know, you could do a movie marathon of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh yeah,
People would go and watch that. Hell, I'd go and watch that.
Yeah, me too.
You'd have to pick your audience and pick your movies. But you could for sure do it.
Well, the audiences are. If it's an old movie, you've already got the audience because they're already they know what they're expecting. They're just rewatching a movie that they love
Yeah, like
on the big screen.
I would happily go and spend my money on a movie that I enjoy, even
Yeah.
if I've spent money on it. Lord of the Rings is one of those things.
Yeah,
I've seen them in the cinema, then I saw a movie marathon of all three, and then I purchased all three.
yeah,
I don't think I've purchased the extended digital editions of all three, but I will at some point purchase the 4K update,
yeah.
or like remaster of it.
And you got the books.
And I've got the books. I've
And
got
you've
2
got
copies of each
the
of the book. Yeah, I've got the Lord of the Rings Bible. It's 11.
I bought the Twin Towers book, but I think I read, I don't know, maybe 10 pages of it. But because I can't read shit because I'm useless, did I end up giving that to you?
You at least lent it to me at some
Yeah,
point.
I remember I lent it to you, and I don't have it anymore. I might have donated it or something.
Yeah,
but-
I don't think I've got it because I've
Okay.
got my copies of it.
Yeah,
But yeah, like, it's also hard to come in to the second book.
oh no, well I'd seen all the movies.
Yeah, yeah, but like,
But I just
in terms of reading the book, if you haven't read through
Yeah.
the Fellowship,
yeah,
and I'll admit they're hard books to get into because they're just so detailed.
yeah,
You know, it takes so much time to read it. You're trying to digest so much information.
Well, I suppose that's like because I don't read anything really. I mean, I listen to audiobooks.
Yeah,
It's not that I don't have time to sit down and read. I've got plenty of time to do that. I don't enjoy sitting there looking at a book because I find myself as I'm reading it, I'll start thinking about something else,
yeah,
and then I'll go, I don't remember anything of what I just read, so then I got to start again.
yeah. See, I do that, and I will. Yeah, I'll read through it, and it's typically when I'm starting to get tired. I'll be like, "Hang on, what? I haven't like I've read the last half a page, but I don't remember a single word of it." It's just, yeah, for me at the moment, it's finding time to sit down and read. I do
Yeah.
enjoy it because it's a great way to just disconnect from everything else. Although I will listen to music while I'm reading.
See, I couldn't do
But-
that. I have enough trouble arguing with my brain about what my eyes are doing and what I start to think about, let
Yeah.
alone listening to music as well. There's no way I could do that.
Yeah, I'd pick the music that I'm listening to. I listen to something that typically doesn't have any lyrics to it.
Like just
I
music.
find myself, ironically, listening to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack while I'm reading the Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the last time I had to change from that. Because the next track will come on, and I'm like, no, I'm not up to that bit yet. And then,
Read faster.
yeah, the track goes too quickly. The last ride of the Rohirrim at the Battle of Gondor,
Oh yeah.
where King Theoden's coming along,
And
giving the
taking-
rousing
yeah.
speech. I love that track. But it takes so much longer to read that
Yeah.
passage in the book.
Yeah.
Um,
I find it funny, like thinking about that, like it's an awesome scene,
Yeah.
but you think like it's such a long line of horsemen.
Yeah.
The guys on the end will be going, "What the fuck is he saying?"
Yeah, yeah. Well, the people in the back, like you get
Yeah.
3 rows back, you've got
3 rows back.
riders with armor, horses jostling
Yeah,
about. Like
someone's been a dick yelling out, "What?"
that'd be the
Yeah.
typical Aussie thing. What
What?
did he say?
And he just points the sword straight at you. Execute that man.
Yeah. Uh
Oh, fuck.
oh. Well, he wouldn't say execute. He'd
and they
say
got-
you're on the front.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're getting speared first.
yeah, go soak up a spear and an orc.
Yeah.
Like,
And the guy execute him's going, "What?" It's like, oh, never mind.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hell of a scene, but yeah, you think about the logistics of it.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah,
But when he like rides along and is tinking his sword on the end
hanging
of the
off
things,
all their
like,
spears.
like the whole
That would work.
everyone
because-
can sort of, well, maybe not everyone, but the front few rows could see that and
Yeah.
hear him going ding-a-ling-a-ling,
and because it's coming
playing the-
progressively down the line.
playing the Rohirrim xylophone.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that would make sense, and that'd be arousing enough for me
well, I mean,
because I mean it gets me hard,
oh yeah.
harder than their spears.
Well, I suppose realistically, in a thing like that, it's like the only people you need to inspire is the front row,
Oh yeah,
because it's like
They're
you
the
are going
ones-
to die.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same with like any sort of charge of soldiers or anything. Like
Yeah.
you just got to get the ones who are going to die amped up enough that they're willing to go
Yeah.
die.
Well, it's like any physical, and like even footy teams and that. The coach will be in there, you know, revving them up, and the captain of the team.
Yeah,
It's like, we're all gonna get hurt.
yeah,
Some of us are probably, but you just got to get in there and do it.
yeah. And a good speech goes a long way.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's better than just saying good luck.
yeah.
Like, thanks. I don't really want to now, but if
Yeah.
you say,
Well, it's
I'm
better
going to be
say,
there right beside you,
go,
going
like-
head first into
Yeah,
this shit,
exactly.
you're like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing when the leader is there with you. It like brings a lot to. Jesus, are you all right?
Yep, I am now. Just ripping ass.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm distracting from your
yeah. I love that
discussion
saying.
topic.
I can't remember what I was fucking talking about.
That's fine. We did say this over the weekend. Adam loves the saying "ripping ass"
Ripping
for a
ass.
fart, and you have a good one, and you can feel that saying.
Yeah,
Like
ripping.
when you can
ass.
feel a saying, you know it's done well.
Oh yeah.
But there's been a few of those. You're like, I know exactly what that is. I've felt that.
Yes,
I'm traumatized by that feeling.
I've bled after a fart.
I have worked so hard on that. I have caused myself permanent injury.
Yeah. Got scar tissue that I wish you saw on my butt. Speaking about good sayings,
Yeah.
dropping your kids at the pool,
Oh, it's always a winner.
doing the big poo.
The big poo. Yeah.
Big, fuck, I hate that word.
poo.
Poo. Ugh.
Ah, it's not that bad a word.
It's good for the microphone as well.
Oh,
Poo. Poo.
I can hear it through my pop filter already.
What, you poo?
Yep. There's an addition to that saying that I love.
Yeah.
When it's getting desperate,
Yeah.
get out of my way. I got to drop the kids at the pool. They're late for a swimming lesson.
If I was desperate for a shit, I don't think I'd say anything. I'd just push people out of my way.
Yeah. When
So-
you're having those seconds from disaster
It's
moments.
coming out.
Yeah. yeah.
Just
I'm growing a tail.
Breast-
Fucking move. Yeah.
Just start breaststroking your way through the crowd. Speaking about dropping kids off at the pool, you ever dropped a kid on the ground?
I have not dropped a kid. I've seen kids fall from high places, but I personally have not dropped one yet.
Yeah.
Not saying it won't happen.
Hmm.
Never say never.
Yeah, Tom does a big throwdown. Like,
Well, I
choke,
don't. Yeah,
choke slam.
yeah. I just spike him into the ground. I don't drop him. I intentionally pelt them face first. So kids are lucky.
Yeah.
They're born without half of their bones. Their skull isn't fused. They're bouncy. They're squishy.
Yeah.
So if they get dropped or they fall off something, they bounce really well, like
Yeah.
with little to no lasting effects. Whereas as an adult, if I roll out of bed, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm staying there. I'm not getting up. Particularly in the middle of the night, I'll probably just pull a blanket off and just,
Yeah.
this is me now.
Piss yourself and
Yeah,
roll over and
yeah,
that'll do.
yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of pissing myself,
Yeah.
that was one downside to camping.
What's
We
that?
were drinking a lot more.
I think I had 35 beers the first, Saturday night.
Well, that was
maybe-
probably between Friday and Saturday.
No, I think I had 5 because I only bought. Yeah, it might not have been 30. It would have been 30.
Yeah. But that was from what, 10? No, that was from 7 o'clock in the morning.
8. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not an alcoholic, Tom.
We're camping. It's not uncommon to
Yeah.
have a beer at 6:30 in the morning. Fuck anyone listening who thinks that we might have a problem.
No, it's
but-
like it's like being on holidays.
Yeah.
You just
You're not doing anything.
you
We're just sitting around the fire.
do what you want.
Yeah. But as I was saying, drinking more, and I was drinking a fair bit of water with it,
Oh
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
dehydrating, sitting by a fire. But it means I've got to get up in the middle of the night to pee.
Yeah.
That sucks when it's less than 5 degrees.
Mm,
You're wearing nothing but boxes.
yeah.
Oh boy. They were very quick trips.
As you're trying to pee, your dick's backing up into your body.
Oh, it's like winding down a lipstick tube. It is backing away as quick as it possibly can,
Yeah.
and you're trying to push something out of it and not piss on your toes.
Yeah. Or piss inside you somehow.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
or
backed all the way
down
up.
of you, like
Yeah.
all down the front of you,
Yeah.
and then you got to climb back into your bed,
Yeah.
and then you got to climb back into your swag and find the warm spot you're in,
Yeah.
because
which is
there's
gone.
one strip of it that is vaguely warm, and the rest of it is icicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny that, like, because they have, like, actual toilets at this place.
That
Well,
what self-respecting male uses them overnight?
oh, God, no. But,
They were a whole different thing. From our campsite, sometimes
Oh.
you could smell them,
the air,
and they were
the air
right.
in there was thick with piss.
You could cut that with a spoon. It
It
was
was
that thick.
Fucking gross.
That you almost had to breaststroke through that just to get to the trough. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that was pretty bad.
And then it's kind of funny when you're peeing, because I was, like, peeing in the trough
European.
during the day. Yeah, I was European in the trough.
Yeah,
And, like, the amount of, not smoke, steam. Like, you know it's cold when...
Oh
when
yeah, when there
and
is
the
steam
steam,
coming
like,
off the stream,
reaches your face.
oh, that's the worst bit. It's hot whiz.
Hot whiz.
Yeah,
Mind you, it was hot whiz the whole time, just everyone else's.
yeah. That's the thing I don't like.
Yeah, it was...
Not saying I enjoy my own hot urine, but I can manage and I can handle that.
Yeah.
It's someone else's hot urine that sucks.
Yeah. It was more like 50 other people's hot urine that
And
you're cutting
explosive dumps that they don't flush. You know, just leave it there for the next kind
Yeah.
soul. Like, good
Fuck
luck.
'em. Yeah. Deal with that.
If you can get out of there without making eye contact with the next bloke coming in,
Yeah.
you're free and clear.
Yeah.
There's too many people out there to notice.
It all smells like shit anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, that could literally be on the floor or mine or in the stall next door.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, or just walked out of the place.
Yep.
But shit everywhere, piss everywhere.
Yep. If
I
I had
love
been
camping.
smart, I would have turned my swag around
Yeah.
so that I could just roll over, undo the zip enough, and just go out the side.
Yeah.
But no, I had to fully get out of this thing,
Yeah.
freezing.
Idiot.
Oh yeah, not smart. I never said I was, but
Wow. No.
I like doing things the hard way.
Yeah.
I actually had one last question for you.
Yep.
Have you ever wanted to punch a colleague square in the fucking mouth?
I feel you bring this up to me all the time.
Yeah, well, there's a select few that we work with. A slightly different one came up this week that I was telling you about before, so I won't rehash that on here. I don't want to put too many people offside, but
Yeah.
working 2 jobs, there's always going to be this sort of shit come up.
Yeah.
And picking up after people and, people coming to me, oh, I'm not feeling well. Where? I want to go home. Can you do my work for me? Fuck it. If I don't, no one will.
Yeah.
And I should just leave it at that because you're the dumb fucker who's going to get in trouble. But at least you're nice and you asked and only asked for help. Didn't ask me to actually do it.
Yeah.
And in that instance, I just said, no, that's fine, go. I can finish your work, and that was easy. But other people who just assume it, boy, do I just want to... It's the same conversation. You have the same conversation every fucking shift for 15 minutes that I could be doing my job and going home 15 minutes earlier. But no, you've got to stop and say the exact same thing. Like, I thought I had a memory problem.
Yeah.
No,
you got nothing.
I don't say the same thing every fucking day. Like, it just drives me wild. Sometimes the best way to shut someone up is just pop them in the face.
Driving your fist as hard as you can into their mouth.
Yep, because if you knock a few teeth out, well, they're not going to talk as well, so they might just shut up.
Yeah.
And also, they're not going to like me, so they're not going to talk to me, so I can do my job in peace. But then...
Well, you should do.
I don't really want the issues that flow on from that
that
go to the manager and me. Like,
and then you get fired.
Well, is that really such a bad thing for me at the moment? I don't really need the job.
No.
But I don't really...
But you love it.
I'm a sucker for punishment. I like the work, just not the people I work with.
Oh, yeah, but that's the same as me.
But how good would it be if you could just say, all right, let's just hash this out. 9 o'clock, we're going out to the parking lot. And even if you put headgear and gloves on and just wail it out.
Apparently, they do that at the abattoirs.
Yeah.
Without the headgear and gloves.
Oh, that's a bit more of a...
male-orientated thing, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you get every sort of fuckwit out there.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
and they're all psychos.
It's unskilled work, so anyone can do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, how many problems would that solve?
Oh, yeah.
I have a personal problem with you. I don't want it to impact my work anymore. Let's go fist fight.
You can either shut the fuck up,
or I will shut you the fuck up.
Let's go outside right now.
Yeah.
And let's get this over with.
Maybe we should suggest that to management. Can we just put in a dedicated complaints ring? If you have a personal
that should be
issue
HR.
with someone.
HR can be the
has
ref.
a new office. We'll just put it outside their office, just outside the other door.
Yeah.
Yep. And they can be the ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Their uniform needs to be a black and white striped shirt with a whistle.
Human ref horses.
Yep. But wouldn't that be genius? You either wouldn't get people giving each other shit because they don't want to get punched.
Yeah.
Or you just sort it out in the yard.
Yeah.
Punch on for 5 minutes. The ref goes, "You're the winner. You shut up. Done."
Yeah.
And you just go back about work. I think that's a genius idea.
Yep.
Maybe I'm going to sneak into the next board meeting and suggest it.
Just crawl under the table and yell it out.
I'm just gonna clip this part of the audio and just play it through the sound system. Just sneak in there while they're sitting down, having all their pleasantries, saying hello at the start, and just go, "Attention, everyone," and then play this, and then leg it because
walk away.
Yeah. Or we could walk in half geared up.
Yeah.
And put a demonstration on. Walk in. You spoke to me disrespectfully. Do it very robotic because I don't think we've ever had an interpersonal issue.
No.
My brothers gave us an interpersonal issue for their entertainment, which we did box out.
Yeah.
At 6 years old. I still remember that mostly fondly.
I
The bits I can remember,
I remember the gloves were red,
they were red.
but
They were matching.
That's about all I knew.
I remember you'd hit me, knock me to the ground. I'd get back up, pissed off, so I'd hit you harder, knock you to the ground. You'd get back up, pissed off. You'd hit me hard. Like it started getting a little bit out of control. I think
Yeah.
for 6 and 7-year-old kids, like
Yeah.
yeah. And
Oh.
then brothers just laughing.
Yeah.
It was great. Gold. Absolute gold.
If only they had smartphones back then, they could have recorded us.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's all right. That could have been footage that we could have put up on YouTube for
Oh
this.
yeah.
One day we'll... Actually, I don't want to say that. I was going to say one day we'll find footage of the dumb shit we've done. There's still plenty of that.
Yeah, there is a bit of that.
And
I think I know where to find it.
I hope not. We'll watch it for our own benefit.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world will never see it. We'll watch it once more and then bury it forever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway, I think that's about all I've got for today.
You've got to go to a...
I got to go have coffee.
yeah.
I love coffee. Can never have enough of it.
Hmm.
Except for 9 o'clock at night on a Friday when you're almost finished work. And then you lie in bed until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
staring at the ceiling thinking,
Why did I have that coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it every time.
That's because you're an idiot.
Yeah. I never learn, so it is my own fault.
So,
Anyway,
yeah.
I guess I shall catch you next time.
Sounds good. Right.
Alright, bye.
See ya. Bye.